the voice of God, as it were. So we are just emerging from the shadow of the MAGA default crisis, a completely fabricated and unnecessary crisis that thankfully President Biden was able to defuse. And just a quick word back at that. Remember the Republican proposal to kill 700,000 jobs and likely provoke a recession. That was what the bill that came out of the House, that was their alternative to a default, promised the American people. Note also that that bill, 275 out of 315 pages, were for the benefit of the fossil fuel industry, their overlords. So now they come forward with a tax program, and no surprise, it benefits their overlords, the big mega donors, and the fossil fuel industry. It adds to the deficit, so much for their fabled concerns about the deficit. It rolls back the IRA's clean energy provisions that are already working. We have the quotes from the Republican members of Congress attending the events in their own districts. It would repeal, believe it or not, polluter superfund taxes, and it would encourage companies, big companies that can do this, to hide their profits overseas, to dodge taxes so they can compete against small businesses more effectively. We've got a very different idea, which is restore the child tax credit. It really worked. Make billionaires pay higher tax rates than teachers and firefighters. That's just basic fairness. And prevent big American corporations from offshoring their revenues and dodging their tax responsibilities so that there are no longer American corporations that pay zero in federal income taxes. And I'll close by saying, if you want to have a little fun about the Trump tax cuts never having trickled down, go watch Senator Kane's examination of our witnesses in the Budget Committee on this subject. It is run up pretty hot on YouTube because he did a masterful job. It's worth the look.
Wow, friends, this is crazy news. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy has just agreed to a brand new plan, but lawmakers say that these new changes could lead to a government shutdown this year, and many low-income households may see a delay in the delivery of their monthly benefit cards. My dear friends, I'll be going over everything that you need to know, so please make sure that you watch until the end of this video. Also, I will be announcing the winners of yesterday's Walmart gift card giveaway, so do stay tuned. If you'd like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, all you need to do is click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you watch and then comment on, the greater your chances, friends, of winning the giveaways. If anyone thought that the recent debt ceiling deal would mean any sort of reprieve from government spending brinkmanship, a deal cut this week by Kevin McCarthy has ruined those hopes. House Speaker McCarthy agreed to a plan in which the House will propose additional spending cuts in the months ahead during budget talks. These cuts would be in addition to those agreed upon in the debt ceiling deal that Congress approved earlier this month. The move all but guarantees that partisan spending fights will continue to be Capitol Hill's main output in 2023, with Democrats immediately rejecting the idea and pledging to block it. The months of fighting to come could have a host of consequences for a still fragile U.S. economy. The chaos could be destabilizing to markets. Both a possible government shutdown and mandatory spending cuts are waiting at the end of the road if the gridlock continues into the fall and winter. During a hearing this week, Democratic Representative Rosa DeLauro said the recently enacted debt ceiling deal provided a path to funding the United States government on time and with minimal drama. But she quickly added that the path appears to be gone now, saying if McCarthy persists, a shutdown in October can be certain. Experts say that there will be a messy appropriations process this summer, Much of the early focus will be on the House Appropriations Committee, which is led by Chairwoman Kay Granger. Her committee will be charged with passing 12 different bills in the months ahead to set spending across any array of government operations like agriculture, education, and many more. This process, which was agreed to as part of the debt ceiling deal, is a key first step in the overall budget talks. The issue is that Speaker McCarthy's agreement means those House bills are now set to be considered at a lower level base on fiscal year 2022 spending. The result is that House Republicans are now looking for about $120 billion in additional cuts to government programs, beyond those that were agreed to in the debt ceiling deal. But the main issue for plenty of observers is a possible government shutdown that could come on October 1st, 2023, without a bipartisan agreement. If the differences in approach between the House and Senate persist, the government may be faced with once again closing non-essential services this fall. In addition to a government shutdown itself, there are an array of fiscal deadlines in the coming months and other important items on Congress's to-do list. That to-do list could get bottled up in a budget standoff. Chaos would then spill into the broader economy. So if the gridlock remains unresolved this fall, attention will turn to an even steeper fiscal cliff awaiting Washington, D.C. on January 1st, 2024. The debt ceiling deal stipulates that if there is no overall budget deal in place by next year, discretionary government spending will be cut by 1%. Significantly, the cuts would be across the board and not only impact social programs, but also hit defense spending as well. Cuts of that type could be felt widely across the economy, though lawmakers across the spectrum are likely to do everything in their power to avoid an outcome. But how could a government shutdown affect you? Well, experts say that during a government shutdown, recipients will continue to receive their Social Security and SSI checks. However, a shutdown suspends the issuance of Social Security cards. On a typical day, approximately 60,000 Americans apply for Social Security cards, which they may need to be able to start a job, take out a loan, open a bank account, or conduct other financial transactions. During a shutdown, no Social Security cards will be issued. Well, my marvelous and magnificent friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this afternoon. Thank you so very much, friends, for being part of this community and for being here every single day. The two winners of yesterday's Walmart gift card giveaway is Ella Johnson and Mary Mariag. Congratulations, my dearest friends. To claim your gift card, please check your notifications page and send me a message. Or you could message me on my Facebook page. Remember, friends, I'll be announcing more winners every Friday. To enter these giveaways, simply click and like several of my videos, and please comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you watch and then comment on, my friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed weekend.